What's up guys, my name's Jonathan and welcome to my last Modern Warfare 2 video. And for today's video, we're going to sit back and relax and talk about the good and the bad about Modern Warfare 2. And I believe that's going to be it. Well, we're going to do something very different on my channel and we're going to talk over some gameplay. And basically, we're going to talk about the positives on Modern Warfare 2, mainly for the campaign, multiplayer, and the raid. Not Warzone because I'm not into Warzone and that's like a completely separate game at this moment. So first off, let's talk about the campaign. The campaign for Modern Warfare 2, I absolutely loved the campaign. Coming from the storyline and the characters like Ghost, Soap, and Gaz, mainly Captain Price.
I've got a coconut water. I wanted a coconut water, Simon.
I don't know what it was with the characters in the game. It was so detailed and in-depth, and you really felt something when you were playing the campaign. But my god, the missions on it were just... I absolutely loved the mission when Grave betrays you, and then you play as Soap, and you have to go through the town while Graves and his team going to full-on mayhem like this.
Do it.
Fucking hell. While you had Ghost talking to you along the way. And the other mission that I did enjoy as well was Dark Water. It was one of those missions that Infinity Ward showed off when the first gameplay was revealed for Modern Warfare 2. And my god, that got me so interested in the campaign, which wasn't like that, well, like that since Modern Warfare 2019. So I will give credit to Infinity Ward, like, well done to whoever's making the campaigns, because you guys are doing it so damn good, man. And honestly, I cannot wait for Modern Warfare 3's campaign, because I'm really interested in the storyline. And hey, we're just gonna wait and see what's gonna happen. It might be different, it might not. We'll find out when it comes out on the early access on like November 4th, I think. And I also didn't mind the ending, but it could have been better. But at least we'll know more when, well, legit what I just said, that when Modern Warfare 3 is legit, well, coming around the corner. But that's really it for the campaign, as you can only do so much. It had really good storyline, it had great in-depth of the characters, and it was just fun to play as well. Now we're gonna talk about multiplayer, the main topic for the video. Oh man, multiplayer. I cannot explain how mixed my opinion is on Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer. But first off, let's get to the positives of multiplayer. Modern Warfare 2 got me back into multiplayer, as I didn't really find any interest in it since, well, like Modern Warfare 2019, Cold War, and Vanguard were out. But once I started playing the Modern Warfare 2's beta, I actually really enjoyed it. And it was rare for me because I used to play so much Cold War Zombies and I didn't have any interest in the multiplayer for years. Like, I don't know what it really was, man. Like, it was just because that so many of my friends didn't want to play the multiplayer, and we also had to go back in time when COVID was a thing. It was just such a different time. I don't know what it was. I really don't know why I didn't really like multiplayer on those 3 previous Call of Duty games. But once the full release of Modern Warfare 2 came out, I got pretty addicted to it, which was really rare for me, because mainly I was like, yeah, new Call of Duty, I'm gonna grind my ass off, which I did, by the way. And it was just like insane because I didn't have the same feeling since Black Ops 4, and that was like, holy crap, like that was like all the way back in 2018. Like, my god. And the other positive thing that I wanted to talk about, well, it was like sort of like mix, which is like good and bad, is the score streaks. The score streaks weren't that bad, but they were fun to use if you were able to get them first. I also did like how the game's saving grace was basically its satisfying gunplay. Like, every weapon felt like you were having a punch, and every time, like, when you got like a headshot or basically a long shot, it was pretty satisfying because it was pretty damn hard to get kills in the first place. And it's also including how it's like, oh, like when you go do the sniping, it was like satisfying if you were able to hit your shots properly because of all the problems that, well, people talk about with Modern Warfare 2. But one of the more noticeable changes that I like comes with the gunsmith. I know a lot of people did not like the gunsmith on Modern Warfare 2, but I liked how you were able to add attachments and also tune your weapons. Like, we weren't able to tune weapons on the previous Call of Duty games. And I also did like how you were like able to like level up your base weapon platforms, like the like M4 or the MP5. You were able to unlock different receivers that change how the weapon operates. Like, do you remember when they showed off how like the M4 could turn into the M16? Like, that was like a pretty good idea. Or you can even like turn it like an AR into like a submachine gun. Basically, it was just like you had the creativity of doing whatever you wanted in the game. And the good thing about the gunsmith is that you were forced to use a variety of different weapons instead of using the same meta weapons all the time, so you can unlock the attachments, so it gives you, like the player, a chance to use all different weapons all the time, which I do like. But I know a lot of people don't really like it, but for me, I'd rather use different weapons than using the same weapon over and over again, because how on earth are you gonna have fun doing that all the time? Like, that's not fun, that's just boring. Like, it was cool that they brought back like the whole like 5 weapon attachments compared to like what Vanguard had with like the whole 10, which was just out of the place. Like, what the heck was that? But it's like what I said about the tuning. It was awesome that they added that in because, hey, if you unlocked all the attachments for that weapon, you had the choice to tune each attachment, which was like, oh my god. And you can make the weapon so overpowered and people will go, what the hell did you do to it? So I'll give Infinity Ward credit for the gunsmith with the tuning. Well done, Infinity Ward. Like, I'm really happy with that, and hopefully you don't really stuff it up, or we can go back to the pick 10 system like Black Ops 2 did. And the other positive thing I liked about multiplayer was the mastery camo. I did like how they made the mastery camo on Modern Warfare 2 a little bit easier than what the last 3 Call of Duty games were, but it was still a pain in the ass.
Okay.
But there were a few maps in the game that I actually liked, like this, and this. But for me, saying that about the maps, let's go into the negatives of the multiplayer for Modern Warfare 2. So the first negative about Modern Warfare 2 is the maps. Oh my god, Infinity Ward, do you know how much of a pain in the ass it was to play these maps? I haven't seen a map layout this bad in my life. I understand you guys want to change it up, but it's not working as it's promoting camping and very slow gameplay. Players don't want to peek around every corner and go, oh, is someone going to be in there? The amount of times this happened to me is so annoying. It's unfortunate for players that want to move fast around the map like me, but because of the layout that you guys have done, you cannot do that. And you know it's bad when it's making players want to go to bloody shipment all the time because they cannot stand the way that the maps are for your layout that you've done for Modern Warfare 2. I don't understand why Infinity Ward keeps on remastering the same maps over and over again when they could have made something new and different, make people go, oh, there's a new small map instead of being the same map from Call of Duty 4 or Dome from Modern Warfare 3. Like, I don't know why we don't have a variety of different maps that we can go into the near future and go, oh look, remember this map from Modern Warfare 2? Well, no, because we're playing maps from like bloody Call of Duty 4. That's the problem. Like, I understand that there was so many other Call of Duty games that had like the same maps, but the problem is that the older Call of Duty games actually changed the setting up. They kept the same layout, but they changed it up. But it seems now they go to the original design and just copy and paste and call it a day. Like, I don't understand how hard it is to change the setting to make it more different. Be the same layout, but just make the map different. But we'll never know why. And the other issue with the maps as well is the spawns. The spawns in Modern Warfare 2 are very unpredictable. There's no control over it, and it's making the game feel really stressful and not fun on how legit someone can spawn behind you, and you just look at yourself in the mirror going, what the heck am I doing? And why am I playing this piece of shit? Like, legit, it's so confusing because I had enemies literally spawn in my crosshair more than once, making these maps more difficult to navigate because you don't know where the hell to go if someone's going to spawn up your ass or something, which has made it nearly impossible to even know where to look or trying to hold a complete map down on Team Deathmatch. But we all know that a lot of players really hate all these maps I'm going to show on the screen right now. Like, I absolutely love the design of them, but they do not play good at all. I know most of you could be like, stop complaining, but I'm voicing my opinion. You can even go onto bloody Twitter and people complain all the time. You can go onto YouTube and people complain about Modern Warfare 2 has like one of the worst Call of Duty games ever, which is not true, by the way. Vanguard's worse. Well, speaking about Vanguard, we're going to talk about the gameplay. Compared to last year with Vanguard, Modern Warfare 2 is a much slower pace. And the thing I didn't like what they'd done is how they nerfed the movement mechanics, mainly promoting camping and holding angles, with bunny hopping removed from the game just prior to launch, and people were pissed off because they wanted to do it like what Modern Warfare 2019 was, and all of a sudden Infinity Ward's like, nope, see you later. And after all, why risk sprinting around the map, what I said earlier, when you can just wait for someone to run into your crosshairs? And the other issue that I also found out, which a lot of people also don't like as well, is how the sliding works in the game. Like, you can no longer slide cancel, and it was annoying though, because I mean, like, everyone used to do slide canceling and reload canceling, but now they took it out of the game, which basically just made everything so slow. And the other thing that I find frustrating was you cannot shoot while sliding and sliding around corners, which is making you vulnerable because of the long delays that you had to have to get your gun back up again, which was such a problem because you just ended up yourself getting mowed down by someone who is posted up in a window or lying prone in the corner. And that's why so many people have left Modern Warfare 2. It doesn't make any sense how it's like Modern Warfare 2 can be one of the best selling Call of Duty games and make so much more profit to the player base base dying instantly. Like, and the other negative about Modern Warfare 2 is the UI. Who saw this one coming? The UI is really bad. I don't understand why we couldn't go back to a basic looking game, which just made sense like when Black Ops 1, 2, and 3 did. But instead, we get a play like Netflix adaptation or something, and it was making everything so complicated. And you know the UI was bad when you had people trying to look at where on earth do you find the multiplayer. So the UI was pretty bad, and I hope they make it much more better on Modern Warfare 3. The next topic I wanted to talk about was that, well, everyone knows about this one, skill-based matchmaking. Now we're going to talk about skill-based matchmaking. So right now I'm going to put a video for my Modern Warfare 3 video to explain a little bit about it, then we'll come back to it after. The first one is skill-based matchmaking. I know a lot of other YouTubers have been talking about skill-based matchmaking, and my god, I have never seen skill-based this bad. I understand that skill-based matchmaking has to be in the game for like the casual players. But at the same time, I remember when Call of Duty used to be good because some matches were good, some matches were bad. If you wanted to get better, you keep playing the game more. But if you're gonna verse the same people as your skill level, it's so tiring. Like, don't get me wrong, it's like, I like to go for a challenge, but not that insane, man. Because with Call of Duty, you have good games, you keep playing the game all the time. And you start enjoying it, getting all the high streaks, using different classes all the time. It has a variety as well. But if you're gonna keep versing the same players all the time, you get so bloody frustrated. And you have to use all these meta weapons all the time. I was trying my hardest to use all different guns, but I didn't have any choice. So as you saw from my Modern Warfare 3 video, oh my god, it is so frustrating how so many good players out there are getting screwed over so badly because of you playing good. When people were talking about skill-based matchmaking on Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2 had the exact same problem. Like, I cannot tell you how many times I have left lobbies because of some nerd full on sweating his ass off using the mini-back or whatever, and it's like, why? But we all know skill-based matchmaking is never gonna go away. We already know that. I just wish they can just tone it down for everyone. But I understand about the whole casual players, but it's killing Call of Duty. There's countless videos talking about skill-based matchmaking, which I'm not gonna go all in depth on. So if you guys want to go and check out all about the skill-based matchmaking, it's on YouTube right now. If you guys want to look more into depth on that, be my guest. So basically, that skill-based matchmaking really like put me off not playing Modern Warfare 2 later down the track, and I think it was mainly April when I decided to play less and less multiplayer. Like, what actually was going on behind the scenes was I record a video on Modern Warfare 2, play for a couple of hours, then I don't play for like a week or two. Or if I had a video coming out the next day, I would record back to back. Then I would not play Modern Warfare 2 again. Well, it's like what's happening right now. I haven't played Modern Warfare 2 since Modern Warfare 3's beta because I'm not interested anymore in the game, which is basically why I'm making this video. But that's gonna be it for the multiplayer. I'm sorry that there's not a lot of the positive side of multiplayer. I just didn't really have a really good time playing multiplayer later down the track, while there's so many much more negatives on Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer. So which I do apologize, but it's my opinion. If you guys are not happy with that, you can let me know down in the comments down below of how you feel about Modern Warfare 2. But that's for the multiplayer. Now we're gonna talk about the raids. Oh my god, Infinity Ward. Well done on the raids, man. Like, honestly, they were so much fun to play. Like, I found it awesome how it was like a continuation of Modern Warfare 2's campaign, and it was just bloody awesome, man. Like, sometimes it felt unfair, but once you got used to it playing with your friends, it was so much fun. And every time like we finished like the first raid or the second raid, I wanted more and go, okay, what's next? Come on, let's go. So honestly, Infinity Ward, well done for putting raid into Modern Warfare 2. Well done. I'll give you a clap for that. Well done. And it was awesome as well how you can unlock different items in the game the more you played. But I mean, if me and my friends were trying to play on veteran, yeah, good luck with that. I mean, it was already hard enough to jump on those bloody beams or wherever they were. Like, my god. And that's gonna be it for the raid. There's no negatives on raids because, well, there was nothing bad about it, and it was cool that how it was like sort of like an expansion for the campaign. So I'll give it a thumbs up for that. Well, everybody, that is going to be the video for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate every single one of you that have watched towards the very end. Thank you all so much. And also, if you're hearing this right now, if you guys want to let me know about your opinions about Modern Warfare 2, did you like it or did you not like it? Let me know down in the comments down below because I'm really interested to hear about it. God, it's so hard to talk. But don't worry, everyone, we got more videos on the way, and we've got more videos planned for Modern Warfare 3, which I cannot wait to show all of you what I've got planned. Besides everyone, my name's Jonathan. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and night. Take care of yourself. I'll see you guys in my next video.